Love really does make a comeback tour, and this time it's starring Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny, the Hollywood couple who just turned their on-again romance into something truly official. Yes, it's engagement season, and the internet can barely handle the excitement. After years of will they won't they speculation, cryptic captions, and enough chemistry to power the city of Los Angeles, the two finally sealed the deal. Keith Powers, best known for his roles in the New Edition story in Straight Outta Compton, and Ryan Destiny, the powerhouse singer-actress who lit up screens in Star and Grownish, are officially engaged, and fans are treating it like the rom-com finale we all secretly hoped for. It all began as most millennial love stories do, with two young stars who met in the glow of rising fame. They started dating in 2017, and back then they were that couple. Effortlessly cool, private but photogenic, the kind that made love look like a collaboration between good lighting and mutual ambition. Every red carpet appearance oozed chemistry, and every Instagram photo felt like an aspirational mood board for Gen Z romance. Keith once described their relationship as real love with real respect, and Ryan, ever poised, called him her safe space. They looked like they had it all: success, style, and an enviable balance between public and personal lives. But as every good love story knows, even Hollywood fairy tales need a plot twist. By 2022, the news dropped that they'd quietly split. Cue heartbreak across social media. The announcement wasn't messy or dramatic. No subtweets, no shade, just the confirmation that the couple had decided to focus on themselves. It was the kind of breakup that didn't leave fans mad at anyone, just sad. Love doesn't always mean staying together, Keith had said in an interview around that time, sounding every bit like a man in a 2000s R&B video staring out a window in slow motion. Ryan focused on her music, Keith kept landing roles, and both carried on with the same calm grace that had defined their relationship. But Hollywood, as we've learned, has a way of writing second acts better than the first. Somewhere between late 2023 and early 2024, whispers began to circulate. Fans noticed subtle signs, likes on old photos, mutual appearances at events, and that infamous soft launch energy where both people post similar locations without tagging each other. By mid-2024, insiders confirmed what everyone already suspected. They were back on. Cue the collective internet sigh of relief. The star actress and the Netflix heartthrob were giving love another shot, and suddenly everyone was rooting for them all over again. Fast forward to now, October 2025, and the news we've all been waiting for finally broke. Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny are engaged. The announcement didn't come with a PR statement or an exclusive magazine deal. It was refreshingly intimate, just a few candid photos and a caption that read, "Engaged to the love of my life." No big production, no grand reveal, just pure authenticity. And honestly, that's what makes it even more perfect. The photos, which quickly went viral, showed the couple glowing in simple elegance. Ryan with her effortlessly radiant smile, and Keith looking like a man who knows he just made the best decision of his life. The ring? Simple, sophisticated, and very Ryan Destiny. It's minimalist, yet stunning. The kind of ring that says, I don't need 50 diamonds to make a statement, I am the statement. Fans and celebrities alike flooded their comment sections with love. Finally, wrote one fan, this is the happy ending we needed in 2025. Others called it a win for grown-up love, praising the couple for showing that sometimes separation isn't the end, it's just the intermission. Even Normani, yes, that Normani, now famously engaged to NFL star DK Metcalf, joined the celebration, reposting the news with a big, bold yas. If there's a Hall of Fame for classy celebrity engagement reactions, that one definitely makes the cut. What makes this moment so special isn't just the engagement itself, but the story behind it. Keith and Ryan didn't rush back into love. They reconnected, reflected, and rebuilt. It's a rare thing in Hollywood to see a couple take time apart and actually come back stronger. There's something beautifully real about that. They remind us that love isn't always a straight line. Sometimes it's a loop that brings you back home. While so many celebrity relationships burn out as fast as they begin, theirs feels grounded, mature, and refreshingly private in an era of oversharing. Of course, the internet couldn't resist turning this into a celebration marathon. Twitter, or X if we must, went full wedding planner mode within hours. Memes, fan edits, and their love story in 10 slides threads flooded timelines. One tweet summed it up perfectly. If Ryan Destiny and Keith Powers can find their way back to each other after all of that, maybe there's hope for the rest of us. Another fan joked, 2025 just got its first rom-com ending, where's Netflix when you need it? And honestly, Netflix should be taking notes, because this real-life love story has everything: heartbreak, redemption, and a killer wardrobe. Keith himself has always been open about how much Ryan inspires him. In older interviews, he talked about how she pushes him to be better, how they support each other's dreams without competition. It's not hard to see why their relationship resonates. It's aspirational without being untouchable.
They look like two people who grew individually, then found each other again once they were ready to build something even stronger. Ryan, ever the embodiment of grace and talent, posted her own subtle nod to the engagement later that evening. A black and white photo of her hand resting on Keith's chest, the ring glinting softly, captured with a single heart emoji. The simplicity of it said everything. As for the proposal itself, sources say it was exactly what you'd expect from the pair: intimate, thoughtful, and beautifully low key. No over the top flash mobs or choreographed fireworks, just a heartfelt moment between two people who've seen both the highs and lows of love together. Friends close to the couple say Keith had been planning it for months, wanting to wait for the right moment when they both felt truly settled. Apparently, he popped the proposal during a quiet weekend getaway, just them, a view, and a lifetime ahead. And honestly, that feels exactly right for them. No noise, no show, just love, pure and simple. Now that the engagement is official, the world's attention has naturally turned to one question: when's the wedding? So far, they've both stayed tight lipped, and knowing their history, it's safe to assume they'll keep the details private until they're ready. But that hasn't stopped fans from speculating. Social media is already filled with fan made wedding mood boards, a dreamy blend of modern minimalism and vintage glamour. Given Ryan's impeccable fashion sense and Keith's effortlessly classic style, the event will likely be a mix of elegance and intimacy. Expect good taste, not grandstanding. What's especially refreshing about this whole story is how it contrasts with so much of today's celebrity chaos. In a time when relationships are often used for clout or clicks, Keith and Ryan's love story feels genuinely pure. They've managed to stay above the noise. No messy drama, no performative heartbreaks, just two people navigating love in their own way. Their journey is proof that sometimes taking time apart doesn't mean it's over. It just means the best part hasn't started yet. And can we take a moment to appreciate the timing? Between celebrity breakups and PR situationships, this engagement feels like a sigh of relief. Finally, a story that isn't about cheating rumors, leaked to GMs, or surprise unfollows. It's about growth, redemption, and love that lasts beyond the trend cycle. Hollywood might not always get happy endings right, but Keith and Ryan just gave us one worth celebrating. For those who followed them since the beginning, it's been like watching a love story evolve in real time, from the young, stylish couple who turned heads in 2018 to mature individuals finding their way back to each other in 2025. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. They're reminding us that love isn't always getting it right the first time. It's about never giving up on the person who feels like home. As their engagement photos continue to flood feeds and their fans rally behind them, one thing is clear: Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny are the real deal. Not the Instagram highlight reel, not the PR stunt, but two people who have grown, fallen, and risen together. It's the kind of love story that makes even the most cynical Hollywood watcher believe again. So here's to the comeback couple of the decade. May their wedding be as radiant as their journey, their love as steady as their growth, and their story as timeless as their connection. And for everyone else watching from the sidelines, take notes. Sometimes love really does deserve a sequel. That's all for today's Hollywood update. If you're as obsessed with this engagement as the rest of the internet, stay tuned for more updates right here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Inside Hollywood, where love, drama, and celebrity chaos are always center stage.